Hey, how's it going on, you lovely people? It's Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 6 of the Direwolf20 1.7 mod pack. We are back. I was supposed to be doing a live stream yesterday, and I didn't. Mostly because I just wanted to work on it, and I really didn't feel like live streaming, so I finally just started working on it, and I believe we're kind of caught up. We're not fully caught up. I still don't have a hammer or an excavator, but I'm okay with that for right now. I'm working on getting some more manulin. And I want to bring something to your attention because I kind of neglected this a little bit during the first attempt at this series, right? And that is Morph. Morph is a fantastic mod, and we're going to take a little peek at this. So, Morph is, if you do not know what this menu is, this is the Morph mod. This allows for you to morph into different creatures that you kill along the road, right? So, for example, we could become a wither skeleton, which was, I don't even know, it doesn't look like this one actually burns during the daylight, so we could actually convert to this. So, of course, we turn into a wither skeleton, which is pretty cool because you actually have wither resistance. The other kind of creatures we have, of course, a normal skeleton. You can see that there are icons on the left of the creature, and the one where it's like the zombie burning, that means it burns in daylight. This one has fire resistance. I don't know what the non-wither skeleton one is. It looks like no withering, but then there's wither. I think we may give wither upon attacking, but I'm not 100% sure. But how you switch between these variations, by the way, is you hold shift and then you use the bracket keys to actually navigate between, which is pretty nifty. Of course, there are tons and tons of different creatures that we're going to be able to kill and get. So, for example, here's a wisp. And one of the cool things about the wisp, which is something you can find in the nether, is you can actually fly. So this is actually a really cool way of getting creative flight pretty quickly. If you go find a bat in the overworld, of course, you could get this much, much quicker. Or you could, just do this. Oh, goodness. I am aghast now. And do keep in mind that each one of these creatures has like a block size. So whenever you transform into them, you have to be able to fit into that gap. So it's a pretty cool thing that I really didn't use during the first attempt. And of course, you can see this what is this called? A fire bat. His health is pretty dang low, which is kind of weird. But we can switch back to a wisp here, which I think is a little bit bigger than a block. And that'll give us, a pretty decent amount of health. Let's go actually with this creative flight, go fly up to this slime island here. I do have a manual and pickaxe, by the way. That's the only manual and tool I have. I really haven't been getting too far. I've just been trying to get a few things, get a little bit caught up. But I think today we're going to work on getting some thermal stuff going. Maybe Ender IO. One of those. But we will look at that here in a second. So these congealed green slime are actually slime balls. So we'll take a few of those. Alright, and for some reason no slimes are actually spawning there. And you'll also see that there is a trail behind me. Whatever creature has a particle effect following it, for example, the fire bat, or even the blaze. We could actually look at the blaze here. The particle effect that is affecting the blaze actually does pertain here. So you will be able to see this whenever you stop, which is kind of annoying, but, as long as you keep on the move, it's fantastic. So, favoriting these, you can use the grave key, which is to the left of the 1. So, for example, for the wisp, I can press the tilde, or grave key, and switch over to the favorites menu there. And then, whenever I want to now, I can actually just quickly swap to the wisp, or quickly swap to myself. So let's try that again. I was in the middle of a morph. And that'll give us back myself, which is fantastic. So, just wanted to bring that to your attention. This is a fantastic mod. I honestly never really used it that much. But, it's great. It really is. So, what are we going to work on? Ender IO, I think, is what I said, right? I want to get a sag mill. Iron ore. The biggest thing with this iron ore is that we can actually grind this down. Let's see here. There's the macerator. I believe the sag mill. We also have the pulverizer. Yeah, the sag mill itself can actually give us something. And I kind of want to go this route. So, sag mill. And remember, we don't have any type of favoriting or bookmarking over here as well. So, it's going to be interesting. So, it looks like we need iron, copper, gold. Okay, so I think all my gold is downstairs. So gold, iron, copper. We'll just take all of it. Yeah, let's get a couple more ingots out of every one of these. Perfect. And then this one, we'll need to convert some of these into gold nuggets. And then this should be enough to make the capacitor after I grab redstone. But I am glad to be back and recording episodes of this, by the way. I genuinely missed doing this. We're actually going to grab a couple capacitors here. And I'm really excited. I am backing this up before I start the world every time. And it seems like I died a lot, by the way. We do have backups, but I don't know 100% how long they take to work. Because I think I started playing this. Oh, when did I even start playing this? This was like like maybe 30 minutes after I started playing. So, and I died a lot, by the way, just so you guys know. I have been dying so much. I'm glad I haven't been recording because I have been freaking out a little bit how many times I've died. But sag melt, we actually want to grab 2 of these, I think, because we can actually get a furnace going as well. So we've got a piston. Let's grab flint. Okay. So we also need a generator as well. That might probably be a better option first, which is probably going to be the Sterling, I believe. So we need some cobblestone. We need some sticks. Actually, I have this right here. And I think we'll also want to look towards getting a farming station sooner or later. Or maybe look at Steve Cart's. But Steve Cart's is pretty expensive if I'm not mistaken. So let's do that. Let's get a couple basic gears. A furnace. Oh yeah. NEI still throws me off a little bit, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I keep forgetting to shift click whenever I'm looking at a recipe. Because if you just normally click this, it'll tell you what you need. And it looks like now we actually need a piston. Shift click actually fills in the recipe. Okay. And then this should get us somewhere. Where do I want to put this? I'm going to probably make another building, but I'll probably do that off camera. So let's just hide this back here for right now. So Sterling, sag mill, and then we should be able to probably get a capacitor, I think. Because I only made 2, and I used both of them. Let's see. No, actually, I didn't use both of them. I did use both of them, but I didn't use it for that thing. The one thing I thought I used it for. Okay. And then grab some coal. Which is actually over here. And once we grab this, let's grab some ore that we have just kind of sitting around. I probably need... Yeah, let's get some aluminum going. Maybe not just iron. So coal, aluminum, basic. Oh, can I? This is not where they go. I thought there was a slot here, but I know that's the newer version. So there's recipes, configure. We probably want to get a chest or 2 over here. So we can put a chest here. And then on the up direction, we can just do push. And it looks like this is struggling. So this is actually an upgrade slot. Okay, so we can only do double layer or octadic. Okay. The double layer requires energetic alloy, which energetic alloy is an alloy smeltery. Okay. We probably want to look at that sooner or later. Sooner or later, huh? We do have other options too, though. We can look at like the survivalist generator type of stuff. We could look at what are these? Oh, these are the 64 times generators. I forgot those existed. Okay. And let's quickly turn down this. Let's go blocks. Maybe this one. What was that? Client config? Player, they're... Huh. I didn't even notice that was there before. Okay, but we're getting stuff, which is fantastic. Let's see here. I might want to work on getting an alloy smeltery real fast. What do we got here? So this is 3 furnaces. 1, 2, 3. A cauldron. And that's an alloy smeltery. Okay. Can I actually smelt down dust? Is that a thing you can do? I don't recall. Oh, you can. So for right now, we can use this as a furnace, basically. I was just curious. I didn't actually have any idea. But for right now, I don't want to throw it in here because I know I have copper in there and I don't want to really make any more aluminum brass. So we are making stuff. We are going. We're cruising. And what I probably want to do is empty this for right now. Of course, internal inventory Ender IO machines do have, so it'll take a second to clear out. And we're going to let this build up. So I need the basic capacitor, right? So I need energetic alloy. Energetic alloy is gold, redstone, and glowstone. Gold, redstone, and glowstone, huh? Okay. So this will be... Let's just make like 2 or 3 of them. I need at least 2, so let's go 4. Oh, okay. It's just slow. Fine. We'll let that go here. And let's see. I probably need to go hunt down some more lava real fast before I do anything else. So let me be right back. Okay, so I've thrown a piece of coal into the sag mill here, so we should get coal powder, or pulverized coal. And now what we want to do is grab an double layer capacitor. The double layer can actually be converted into an octadic. Of course, you need 2 of them and then 2 vibrant alloy, but we're not getting to that yet. So let's put this in here. And this will increase this by, what did that say? 2.7? Okay, fantastic. So now, let's toss this in here. We shouldn't be losing any power, really, which is good, but it's also going to keep filling this up. All right. Currently trying to clear this out a little bit. So I've got a few things in here that I did not mean to do. But that's the first time this thing has appeared. Why does it appear when I'm recording? I don't understand. I really got nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. What next? Well, with this, we could also look at an energetic smeltery. At Ender. Furnace, maybe? Smelt? We do have... I mean, the alloy smeltery, actually, I believe, is the smeltery. Because this can be converted into furnace-only mode. So I guess technically this is what we were looking for. So we can just do that. And then push to there for right now. I don't want to pull from there because I know there's going to be like cobblestone and stuff, and I don't really care too much. Okay. So that'll work for that. Let me get this cleared out real fast, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so real quick, let's make a golden bag of holding. This bag is, if I remember, pretty decently sized. Yes, it is. Okay. And there is also the reincarnating variant, which is just 2 magical wood, which I currently don't have, and it will take some time to get there, but I believe it's kind of like soulbound, and I think it removes after you die, but I'm not sure if that's even correct. So this way we'll have a little bit more storage whenever we go mining and the like. Let's toss some of this stuff out into here. Okay. I guess we can put the diamonds and stuff away as well. So I did quickly went ahead and made a hammer, which is fantastic. Let's see. And the good thing is this is actually going to be quite useful here instead of needing to get lava every time, which I'm excited for. But we do need to look at our power system. What do we want to use for power? This will be important because, of course, we're going to go for applied energistics and everything like that because that's the only storage mod in this version, by the way. So you don't have refined. The only one you really have, I don't even think. I know Ender.io at some point has like a more storage option, but I think that was in 1.12. But I may be wrong. 1.10, 1.12. It's definitely not in this version. Oh yeah, we do have the Killer Joe and everything in this one too. Okay. But yeah, so there's either the Stirling generator or the gas burning or the combustion, which we can look at. I'll have to look at some information online to figure out the actual fuels and everything, because of course we don't have that. Let's see. But we also do have, of course, all of these other types of generators from extra utils. We'd have to get into grid power, I believe. Is that extra utils too, though? Because this is the first extra utils. Remember that. Not the second one. The first one. Bedrockium. I forgot we had Bedrockium. We'll have to look at that. Bedrockium is actually pretty cool. Yeah, because this is the stats for it, which is pretty ridiculous. We also have the unstable tools. Oh, and this one they're called the etheric. Huh. Unstable ingot. Or Mobius unstable ingot, huh? Haha. I don't remember them ever being called that, but that's okay. We do have the angel ring. Alright, so it doesn't look like we actually have to worry about grid power in this one. We do have the deep dark and the last millennium. Okay. Man, I don't remember extra utils that much, apparently. I know the QCD or whatever's in this as well. QED, there we go. Which is the, like, ender crafting system. This thing right here. Quantum entanglement device, which requires these ender flux crystals, which is pretty cool. Some stuff we're going to have to look into, that's for sure. And, of course, we've got forestry and things like that. All right. Tons of things to look at, but I don't know what generator I want. But I can use these other generators because we won't have to worry about grid power. So we could look at a few of these, such as the survivalist generator or the furnace generator, and we could look at getting those going. But I think we're going to wrap up this episode here. We got into Ender.io a little bit, and quickly before we do end this, I do want to say that we will be continuing this series alongside all the mods 9, but Cottage Witch is going to always be the Friday, Saturday, Sunday for now, and then this is going to mix up all the mods 9 because I really don't want to burn out on it, but also I want to give the time to have that pack update, so sooner or later we will be out of the alpha or beta version, the public testing version basically, and we'll get into actually what the mod pack offers. Because right now, all the mods 9 is a lackluster pack that is just being cobbled together, and sooner or later, once they start getting towards like the finalization of it, or like the finalization slash release version, which may not come for a while, of course, because Ender.io, they may remove that at some point. They may, who knows? Because it's not a stable version. It's not a complete version. So yeah, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoy being back on here and playing this mod pack for you guys again because I honestly am enjoying this. I mean, yes, it's out of date, but looking back and seeing the changes, even because I've been playing 1.20 with Ender.io, the changes are still just unreal, and how some of it actually still looks the same. But with that, thank you guys. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye bye.